So hi guys, back with me again. Today's video I'm not doing a live record with my face in it, but I used voice record just for simple way because I'm a little bit busy too. Anyways, I will continue the next stories about a novel and absolutely remarkable things I have read for page 40 to page 75. It's like 3 chapters, I guess. In these chapters I think it's more complicated, and I wanna share about what I got from this 3 chapter. Is April, who initially started out just for fun, suddenly found herself in the spotlight. The media, the internet, and the public made her kind of spokesperson about who or what Carl was. She began to realize that her fame had consequences. Every word, opinion, or small action could affect millions of people. On the other hand, April begins to feel tension in her personal relationships with her close friends, boyfriends, and loved ones. Her popularity forced her to choose: will she remain a normal person or fully enter the world of celebrity and take advantage of this spotlight? This section also begins to reveal two major things. As you know, guys, it's more complicated. I think it's like the conflict it's started in these chapters, and the first one, the global mystery of Carl. More conspiracy theories, scientists, and governments are getting involved in research. There is a sense that Carl is not just tattoo but perhaps part of something bigger. And the second, April's transformation. She begins to enjoy the power that comes with fame, but also start to feel overwhelmed. There's an internal conflict between her idealism and the temptation of being the center of attention. I think she a little bit like being the center of attention too, but she also confused how to deal with it, because the every action, every word, every time she speak about the car or maybe her activity, it would involve her personality too. So yeah, I'm a little bit curious about the next story too, so I'm gonna continue reading this novel until the end. I swear guys, I'm gonna tell you the story until the end. So if you wanted to read these novels, I think I would recommend this novel from 8 to 8 out of 10, because I read this novel slowly at first because I'm not really interested with the idea. Okay, just move on. And at these chapters makes me realize that being famous have a disadvantages too, guys. It really makes me, oh my god, so this is how people being famous for suddenly. Okay, anyways, the next topic is about podcast. So I'm gonna review about podcast too, like the video before. I review a novel and podcast, so today I'm review novel and podcast too. So I just listen podcast from my friend recommendation. It is my first time knowing podcasts that explain their topics in English level like B1, B2, C1, and even the hardest one like C2. I listened their two podcasts with different topic. The first one is about the secret power of positive thinking, and the second one is about tell me about yourself. So the title is interesting, right? And from the first podcast, I got a lot of new knowledge about how to deal with a negative thinking. Like you just have to as simple as talk in positive way. So guys, I struggle with this positive thinking too. Today is a busy day for me, so because I have to prepare from I have to prepare to my activities tomorrow, and it makes me stress because I have a negative thinking over it. So I'm trying to listen to this podcast. So I guess this podcast it will make my mind thinking differently. So I'm not gonna thinking negative again. Maybe this podcast will inspiring me. So when you talk in positive way, it will make your heart and mind thinking in a positive way too, guys. Yes, it is. And do that every day, and it turns out you build a new habit to always thinking in positive way. So that's it for the first podcast. And for the second podcast, it's a simple topic, but it can make your first impression get better when you have to introduce yourself, guys. So this relate to me because when I introduce myself, I'm a little bit struggle. What I have to speak, but I have to introduce myself. Like my English is not it's not good, and my grammar is still messy sometimes. Like I have to learn a lot. So I hope when every time I read a book and I listen to a podcast, my English get better, and I hope my friends will not judging me. Yeah, so okay, just forget the negative thinking. And for the second podcast, it's a simple topic, but oh my god, a simple topic, but so your introduction about yourself would not be boring again. And anyways, thanks to my friends who recommended this podcast to me, because guys, I'm not really into a podcast. I prefer to watch a movie, but yeah, maybe I will do this, so it will be my habit too. And then this podcast to me, and this podcast interesting for me, cause this podcast also share their topic podcast to PDF version and give some question to help their followers get better in English. I'm not do the question yet, but I already download the PDF, guys. I swear. I'm gonna answer it, and I'm gonna learn a lot with this PDF. So oh yeah guys, if you wanted to listen their podcast, they're available on YouTube. Just search it, Speaking with Class, and you will be able to listen podcast same as me. So maybe that's all for me for this week. That's what I got, and I learned a lot of new vocabulary too. So I hope I will get better every day. And thank you for listening, and see you on the next video, guys. Bye bye.